The following Sunday, Rob stood fishing under the oak tree at Jake's Bend as Davy walked down the path toward him, trying to contain his desperation for guidance, support, and companionship. "Can I fish with you if I promise not to ask you any more questions?" "You mean besides that one?" "Damn it." Rob laughed. He motioned to offer Davy the other fishing rod that leaned up against the tree. Davy smiled. A while later, Davy had begun to open up, and Rob had finally surrendered to the energy of this eager new companion. Rob had his line in the river while Davy reeled in a sunfish. Davy took the fish off the hook as it flopped around. He let the fish slip out of his hands and back into the water. Davy watched the fish swim away. Have you ever met someone and made a deep connection with them and then let it slip away because you got scared? Asked Davy. What's her name? Davy laughed. This is hypothetical. Rob nodded. Her name's Madison, said Davy. Rob smiled. I met my wife at a bookstore. I was living in New York City after college, and one long weekend all my friends were planning to head up to Lake Placid. It was the same week that Garth Brooks was playing 2 arena shows at Nassau Coliseum on Long Island. I hadn't told anyone, but I'd been wanting to see that concert for a while. But I ended up letting my friends pressure me into going to the lake, and I missed the show. The trip was okay, but the whole time I kept thinking, damn it, I wish I'd stayed home and gone to see Garth Brooks. When we got back to the city, I said to myself, next time, I'm going to trust my gut. So a few days later, I was working late on Friday night, stressed out about some work deadline I can't even remember now. I was planning to get up in the morning and work on it all day Saturday, but when I woke up the next morning, it was this cold November day. The leaves were orange and brown, and the sky was this gray blanket of clouds. And all I could think was, I just want to go for a walk, get a cup of coffee, and browse the stacks at Strand Books. I could still feel the pressure from my work deadline, but I remembered missing that Garth Brooks concert. So I took a walk, and I got a cup of coffee, and I bought a book from a cute bookseller who was working part-time while finishing her master's in interior design. And 27 years later, she's my wife and the mother of my kids. So you're saying next time don't screw it up? Rob was gentler than Davy. Don't be afraid to let your heart have what it really wants. Davy gazed at the river and cast his line into the water again. 33. That night, Davy wandered aimlessly through campus by himself.